Alrighty, welcome back to our final game tonight. It's Kennesaw State versus LA Tech, the Owls. The #1 seed in Conference USA, trying to leave the never made the tournament club. LA Tech trying to go back for a 4th time in their 5th season in CCS. And now they're trying to capture their first ever Conference USA tournament title.
Well, welcome aboard, everybody. We got an early start here. I'm going to stick around with my boy Nation. Thanks to the early start, able to do another cast with him. And what a series this should be. The 1-2 punch, as we've seen with many of these conference tournament championships. The #1 taking on the #2 seed, and both teams on paper, I mean, they could very easily, win this series. The only problem is they're facing a pretty much equally as good club on the other side.
I mean, Kennesaw State this is the furthest they've ever been. This is the best season they've had in CCS. And so, you want to do all you can to win when you're in that kind of a situation. But LA Tech, they're really good as well as Quantity. Just off the mark, no good. We remain tied 0-0.
Now C's going to poke this one to the corner, trying to get it away from Quantity, but he manages to put the ball midfield. Not a lot of boost for Bolt to work with. C will reach a helping hand in, but here's Lenad, goes to the backboard, and again, with no boost, Big Bolt, he's making some big plays. The only problem is he's got an empty tank. So he will opt to try and find some resources. He's still running on fumes, as is C, but they do get the clear. Kennesaw will attempt to try and throw a wrench in Louisiana Tech's plans. However, they do get the ball out. Now Quantity, midfield. Lenad's there. Lenad's waiting. Lenad's shooting. And Dylan, he had other ideas. He said, not so fast. First goal's not going to come that easily, but it might happen here. Quantity, no follow-up. And again, the defense standing tall. We remain scoreless.
Dylan. Corner here, fires. Dom, no good. Lenad taking his time back to center field. It's rotated back in by Quantity. Dylan back to Lenad. Fires, broken up by Dylan. The save is made. 2 minutes off the clock. LA Tech storming through. Dom, the first, no good.
What a save there out of Dylan. It looked a little bit quirky there for just a moment. Looked like maybe that ball would cross the line. Never did. This one up for grabs. Dom's got it. The first man pressure there did not quite work out for Tech. Instead, here's Dylan. Now Kennesaw looking for the counterattack. They get the ball over the first man. Second man gets demoed. Third man, where are you? Big Bolt had the upper echelon of the net to shoot out. The only problem is he shot it high. Kennesaw State, their first chance in quite some time, goes by the wayside as the goals are coming at a premium here. Last series, other than game 2, it was a pretty tight affair for the last 2 teams. And now this one also goal scoring, not a whole lot. That's going to be a pinch on goal. Quantity says no problem, dumps it out. And Nation, we might be yet again in another scenario where the next goal might be the only goal in this game for game 1.
Been quite the low scoring night the last couple of games, and again, Quantity and Dom, true freshmen here for LA Tech in a big stage, and they've had quite the season. And I've been doing a lot of ranked quads of Quantity and Dom and some other members of the CCS community, and we're all pretty close to top 100 actually, and getting to watch these guys go to work every night we play is a lot of fun, and they're disgustingly good mechanically, but so is Kennesaw State. So I think we're in for a long one here, but again, analytics are going to favor Kennesaw State, but I think if you look at this series and realize kind of what we're looking at, despite the sweep Kennesaw had against LA Tech, I think the Bulldogs have a better chance to win tonight.
Don't know if anybody saw that subtle flex with the top 100 thrown in there by Nation, but he got it, and he got away with it.
We're a couple games away.
That was brilliant. Love to see it. Love to see good Rocket League all around. Nation, of course, probably getting carried in that. No, I'm kidding.
That's come catching strays, bro. What the heck? Come catching strays. That's crazy work.
Oh, all right, less than a minute to go. We'll get back on topic with the Rocket League because Big Bolt looking for C. Quantity said no, but Dylan reaching in, and Dr. Dom had to prescribe himself a big save there. That one gonna be touched away by Lenad right there. The defense a little bit non-conventional for Tech here, but it's working, and they keep Kennesaw out. 30 seconds left, Nation. Are we gonna see a goal before this game passes that 0-second mark?
We might not. I mean, it's been pretty contested game, but it's Lenad 1-0. 23 seconds. All you gotta do is ask for it.
The back door of Kennesaw State was left just barely cracked. Big Bolt probably calming. I got it. Lenad out of nowhere. He was in the blind spot of Big Bull and C because C was turned. Probably had ball cam on. Had no idea Lenad was there, and a great shot there in the slotted area with not a whole lot of angle to work with. And now Tech, all they've got to do is play a few seconds of the same Rocket League they played all game, keeping Kennesaw State at bay. Now, what do they have left in the tank? We need to see the ball in the blue half. The only problem is it's in the yellow half, headed towards the goal. 2-0, as Quantity will put game one into the record books as a win for Louisiana Tech.
The Bulldogs going to lead the series 1-0 after game one, Fox. And I mean, again, it was a contested game, I'd say. You know, the last 30 seconds didn't go the way that Kennesaw State would have hoped, but it's not the end of the road. It's one game, but things took a turn for the worst for the Owls.
Absolutely. Positive VCon is absolutely loving it in the chat. Man has not turned caps lock off at all, and he and Louisiana Tech very happy with that late game run that they had. Lenad putting the game winner in the back of the net. Look at the shot differential, Nation. 15-6. But the scoreline didn't quite show that. The second goal kind of coming in garbage time, just the insurance marker. It's a pretty close game for Kennesaw State to have been outshot so handily. As a team, they make 9 saves there. Louisiana Tech finally found that way through, but they're going to need to hopefully find some better ways to get through the Kennesaw State defense, because if the offense gets going for the Owls here, then Tech might be in a little bit of trouble. But for now, Louisiana Tech full steam ahead.
Game 2, 1-0 for LA Tech. The Bulldogs lead by 1 in an instant Conference USA Classic, although earlier on in the semester, LA Tech got swept. But they literally got on like 5 minutes before that series, because they scheduled the game in their minds in Central Time. Kennesaw scheduled it in Eastern Time. So they all hopped on. They thought it was an hour early. They were panicking to get on, so they weren't even warmed up. But it seems like tonight they're warmed up and they're ready to roll. It's 1-0.
Speaking of schedules, I don't think Big Bolt knew the bus schedule, because he just got absolutely trucked by Quantity Express. Gets dumped into the net, and that ball will drift in 24 miles an hour. It was legal in a school zone, but it didn't matter because the body from Quantity did all the heavy lifting, and he's doing a great job at passing now, but Dylan picks right back up where he left off. That's his 6th save of the night. We've only played a game in 30 seconds. Dylan having to do a lot of defense. Can't spell Dylan without D. He's getting bumped there. Good idea to bump the defender for the other team. And now C has taken the ball all the way downfield. Kennesaw State, the Owls trying to find something, but there was just no support there for C's attempt at a passing play. Big Bolt will save this one. And LA Tech beginning to get their sea legs underneath them. The Dogs, they are looking to put the Owls in a tree and keep them there and try and run away with this series.
3:55 left to go as LA Tech lead by 1. Kennesaw State looking to tie this series up at 1. But again, if this goes to LA Tech, I mean, momentum is a real factor and it can shift quickly. But again, Kennesaw's number 1. We've already seen 3-1 seed or 4-1 seeds now lose the conference tournament block. So Kennesaw would make that 5 just in the second day of Conference Championship Week.
Ultimately, the number 1 is just that. It is a number. The problem right now for Kennesaw State is that number is planted on the LA Tech scoreboard, and they have a big fat 0. They are still looking for their first goal of the series thus far, as Dylan will play this one away. Big Bolt trying to chase it down. Quantity puts it kind of dangerous situation there. C's shot drifts wide. Dylan will pick this one up, tries to beat the 2 men, and does. Quite literally beats Quantity into the scrap pile, but then Dylan gets sent there himself as the teams trade demos. Big Bolt with a shot. That one will drift wide. Quantity no touch till he recovers. Gets the ball past the first man. Pickpocket here for the Owls. Kennesaw State. Dom gets bumped, and there's your first goal. Big Bolt able to profit off of the hard work by C. That's a great pass and a good goal, and finally Kennesaw State have their first.
2:45 left to go. Kennesaw on the board for the first time tonight. Half the game just almost behind us here, Fox. 15 from the half, and they get a block. It's LA Tech. A chance to strike. It's no good.
Great recovery there by Dylan. He got dunked and cleaned up his own mess. Now he's got a chance maybe to pass the players there for the Owls not on the same page, so this ball will be headed back into their zone with the Dogs on it. Not for too long, though. Quantity able to poke this one back to midfield. Dylan, maybe your sidewall redirect. No, it's a passing play. Right to see. He's got it. Picked up that ball, but Leonad will deny his attempt towards the goal. Dom also unable to follow this one up, but Quantity's up. Great pre-jump, and Dylan is there again. This man is on a defensive mission for the Owls right now as he makes another save, and Dylan has 8 saves on the night. His team as a total have got a lot of saves, but unfortunately for them, there is nobody in net there. It is Quantity able to beat everyone and send that ball into the back of the net.
156, it's LA Tech back on top by 1. Just south of 2 minutes to go in game 2, and LA Tech, they can hang on here, Fox. A 2-0 advantage is a big-time lead in a series like this where Kennesaw State is trying to get everything together in an effort that has not been good enough to win tonight.
Big Bolt with a big clear, but that was right into Leonad. He's got it. Backwards Daniel. Trying to find something. This ball poked forward. Here's C. Out there, he used a lot of boost, able to manipulate his car with the flip reset just in time, carried enough momentum to get that ball, but then pays for it with his life. Big Bolt returns the favor right into Dr. Dom, fed him a demo. The only problem is the Owls did not have a shot come through. Fresh off the respawn, Dom makes the save. This ball sent over here by Kennesaw. Big Bolt to the sky, beats the first man, flip reset, tries to beat the second man and does. The third man, Leonad, making the stop there. As that calamity in front of goal does stay out, Louisiana Tech keeps the Owls at bay, and now they'll have to reset quite literally with C flipping this one all the way downfield. Dylan a chance to shoot. This one finally goes through. It looked like maybe the Owls wouldn't have that one go in, but Big Bolt arrives just in the nick of time.
Big Bolt puts on big goals in big moments. 51 seconds. Kennesaw State back to level with 51 to go. It's 2-0.
An entertaining second game here as these teams going back and forth. Another demo there for Tech. This ball popped up, but Dylan beats that one in the race department. Leonad in the corner. Oh, a couple players there for the Owls get mixed up there. See no boost again. Big Bolt will clear. Nice touch, actually. Forces Leonad into a save, keeping him honest, but he passes with flying colors. Dr. Dom, his touch. Maybe looking for Leonad on the give and go, but it was sought after and stopped by the Owls. Great shot placement from Big Bolt. That is disgusting. Puts it behind not one but 2 men in one shot, and just like that, Kennesaw State have their first lead of the night and only 21 ticks left in game 2.
21 seconds. Kennesaw State, a 2-0 run. We'll see if LA Tech can get back into this. Still a good chunk of time to play for 1 goal. 15 seconds. Kennesaw trying to kill the clock out. LA Tech now going to get a little risky here to go for 1 as Lane going to put it to center. Down to Quantity. Fires. It's good. We're tied.
The pass. Oh, it's all the pass. The shot. It was nice. It tied the game, but Leonad, little double tap redirect pass, and Quantity trusted him the whole way, and it's Louisiana Tech right back into level territory. And Leonad, take a bow. That assist kind of outshined the goal. No, of course, no disrespect to Quantity. He will get credit for the goal that tied it up here. Dylan was kind of happy to let that ball fall, but Quantity did keep it up. Eventually, it does head to OT. And now, Nation, this is almost could be a turning point moment in this series. After Kennesaw had the lead, they felt like maybe they had their first win in their grasp, and all of a sudden came back and LA Tech ties us up. If it's another win for LA Tech here, it really puts the Owls kind of behind the 8 ball in a must-win situation next game. But then, if, on the other hand, if the Owls win, then we just go to a best-of-5, and this very entertaining series will continue in Game 3. So I think a big goal here in overtime for both teams. I think it can really do wonders for whoever gets it.
40 seconds nearly of the overtime clock, and Kennesaw State gave up a late shot too, Fox, and momentum is riding with LA Tech right now. 40 seconds so far elapsed in the overtime period. Kennesaw State's defense is under siege right now, trying to avoid another goal coming through for the Bulldogs. But right now, this LA Tech offense full of boost. They're full of pressure as Kennesaw State do finally get a break.
Oh my, Dylan with the dunk, and Big Bolt with the finish. Nobody on Kennesaw State other than Big Bolt has scored, but Dylan now his turn for a stylish assist as he absolutely bodies Quantity in the air. Didn't quite score himself, but Big Bolt finishes, and we've got ourselves a best of 5 as both teams strike and get one for themselves.
Well, 1-1 as we enter game 3. And LA Tech, I mean, again, they had chances to win at Fox, and things fell apart. But again, they 12 shots to 11. It's about as close as you can get.
It's been a very entertaining series. This one is one of those types of affairs where it can go either way. It really could. Lena, this time, his defensive efforts really shone through for Tech, keeping them in the game with 6 saves of his own. On the other side, 8 saves for Kennesaw State. They had 9 in game 1, 8 here in game 2. The defense for the Owls really doing a lot for them and for their confidence. Not sure if Big Bolt being the only goal scorer is anything to be concerned about, as he did pick up the 4 goals. We'll have to see it moving forward. LA Tech taking a moment here to either grab a drink, grab a quick bathroom break, or talk things over, as they will ready up and get ready for game 3. Not so sure that either team is really making a whole lot of changes here, because both games could have gone either way very easily.
Absolutely agree. I mean, I couldn't agree more. And I think LA Tech and Kennesaw State have both let games 1 and 2 slip away from them. I mean, you can make an argument that Kennesaw State should have won game 1. You can make an argument LA Tech should have won last game. And both these two teams have let a game slip away, and now all of a sudden you find yourself tied up at 1 and now in a best of 5.
Yep, having a game under the belt definitely feels good for the pressure category. Should alleviate a lot of any sort of pressure. Dylan putting this ball all the way downfield, open goal, and C in free play mode puts that ball home. Goal number 1 belongs to someone finally not named Big Bolt in yellow. It is C, benefiting again from Dylan's speed and his poise. He's been using it a lot for defense, but the playmaking here for Dylan starting to shine through. A big goal to win game 2, and now a big goal to open game 3.
30 seconds gone. Kennesaw State on the board, kick things off here, but again, plenty of time still to play as Lanad beat by Big Bolt. As Quantity and Dr. Dom left alone in the backfield, there's the clear for the Bulldog defense. But game 3 has to be a collective effort. They're going to find a way to win.
Jump ball here for Lenad, goes to the backboard, but it was covered by C. Good play by C, gets it by everybody. C, flip reset. That ball's a little too high though. Has to opt for a passing play. Dylan does get denied by Quantity with a good touch there. That ball falls right into C's lap. Gets dunked by a big pre-jump there by Dr. Dom. Trusted himself the whole way. Makes the play, but now he's out of boost, meaning Dylan can go right by him. Lenad up next to the task, stopping Dylan. Now it's Quantity. Everybody for Tech having to reach their hands in defensively as the waves of Yellow Owl attack continue to pour on here. But the Dogs, they don't falter. But here comes Big Bolt. Ups for a pass to Dylan. That shot was on target, and Dr. Dom with a good save. Defense for both teams really shining in this series, as the offense all of a sudden for the Owls looks like it has had a confidence booster shot injected into them. And right now, Louisiana Tech might be in trouble if this keeps up, because the pressure gets through, and it's Dylan with a little give and go with C, and that is a beautiful play. The 1-2 punch ends up in the back of the net.
Dylan gonna bury a second for Kennesaw State. 3:16 to go. It's 2-0 for the Owls in a deciding game here in game 3 for a 2-1 lead in the first swing game of our best of 7.
Lenad trying to respond, gets the ball taken cleanly away by Big Bolt, and he will use all of his boost just to make it only as far as midfield. Now see, he has Quantity running at him like a bull on a mission. That shot by Lenad does get stopped by Big Bolt, but here come Tech. The Bulldogs trying to run through Dr. Dumb's ground pinch. It's iron. You can hear the clang. All the way from up here, Lenad leaves Quantity. Last man back. He's being bump attempt. Is able to avoid it and make the save. Good play by Quantity there. He gets bumped there. It's 3-0, and this game is looking dire, but instead it's still within shouting distance for the Dogs.
That it is. Quantity Again, he's led this team all season as Kennesaw to Dylan. That's just a buried shot. 3-0.
Dylan's had a great series. I mean, he has really been one of the standout players for this Kennesaw State team. Bang! That shot. Dr. Dom, he stopped on the goalpost thinking maybe Dylan would go for the sidewall play. And he did not. Asking for a server reset after this. We will make sure to get them that. Dylan in quantity. We'll play this one through. That is something like that. If there were server problems in CCS moving forward, Nation, it is very nice to have the private match toggle to where you can pause, to where you can reset score and whatnot. It makes tournaments like this a lot nicer to play. So server reset, of course, happens after the game, but just in case there were a problem, it's nice to have that, and it should make CCS all the more fun moving forward as we head on into the round of 64, where one of these two teams will punch their ticket by the end of the night.
Minute 45 to go. Quantity rotates back in. Around one, sees Daryl cleared wide left. Quantity trying to keep this ball alive in golden territory, but again, the last 90 seconds, LA Tech need 3 just to get this game back to level. It feels like this is all but over, and Kennesaw State's going to lead us 2-1.
Absolutely. LA Tech with a couple of higher pings. Dr. Dom and Lenad both over 60 ping. Everybody else 40 or below. Dr. Dom, double tap! And it's a thing of beauty. He gets the pass in front and he finishes. Lenad, great touch, and Dr. Dom 1 and 2. Drop down. Nice shot there. And LA Tech's on the board with a minute 15 left. There is time to work with, but they can't mess around. That second goal needs to go in, and it needs to go in pretty quick.
So Laynad, open target there, no good. Laynad again. Back across its seat of the corner. We'll find Dylan in transition. The Dogs within 2, a minute left to go. We'll see if the Bulldogs can find a way to claw back here, Fox, but it just doesn't look like it's going to happen as Kennesaw nearly bury a fourth as Dylan keeps his ball in blue territory for now, but the clock is becoming a big factor.
Dr. Dom does get eliminated. That ball is going to be knocked back. Quantity, no boost, able to touch it, keep the ball alive. Here for Tech, they're running out of time though. C able to munch a couple more seconds right off the clock. Thanks to his play, keeping it in deep. Dr. Dom not moving. Oh, there is a lot of ping issues here for LA Tech as they are... Dr. Dom is completely out in dead in the water right now. Lenad not having a good time as well. Quantity almost does it himself, though. You never know, but with some problems and connection issues here, 999 ping, that will do it there. And I think going next is exactly what needs to happen here. The server will squander any sort of comeback Louisiana Tech would have had. And unfortunately for Rocket League, the struggles with servers and everything continues.
Go ahead and just get this game to the end, and then make a new server.
Oh. Well, that was fun. We love to see it for Rocket League. The server problems continue, obviously just problems for 2 players, not just 1, but 2. Probably something to do with geographical location, who knows by this point with good old Rocket League. But for LA Tech, they did finally score there at the end. Not sure it would have mattered. Their ping issues were obviously a factor, but time was also an issue. It would have taken quite the comeback for LA Tech to finish that one off. So game 3 does go in the books as Kennesaw State's win. And I'm sure there'll be an asterisk in some people's mind if no matter how this series ends up with a little connection issues. But we play on. We'll see if LA Tech can bounce back, because right now Kennesaw's defense is really handling the Dogs and keeping them at bay when it comes to generating offense. And generating offense is how you gain that confidence, Nation. So you really need to try and find some answers here.
I mean, yeah, that you do, and it's been tough. I mean, a series like this, obviously, the first thing that comes to mind is you want to win, but your offense and defense have to be put together, and they got to be disciplined, and we didn't quite get that out of LA Tech in the last game.
Positive econ. Y'all might have to go to the Esports Center. Esports Center sounds amazing. Wish that Rocket League had been a bigger thing when I was in college. Unfortunately, I'm in the UNC status, so college for me happened just before Rocket League really became much of a esport. So unfortunate for me, but happy to hop in the booth and enjoy the collegiate scene as we await the two teams to arrive back in. And right now, for me, on that Kennesaw State side, they started a little bit slow as Tech was able to get themselves a win, but they've really kind of bounced back from a slow start. And for me, it's been Dylan, the straw stirring the drink for that team. Big Bull, of course, had 4 goals in game 2 to help them secure that win. So, the whole team starting to pull on the rope. And for LA Tech, they need a little bit of support for each other. And they have got to, well, we've got to get the server under situation first.
Hopefully, well, I think we might still having issues here.
This is tough. As we will check on backwards Daniel, see if he is good. He's just bugging out. Oh no. Can't even join the game. The bug, yeah, I mean, we've had issues in this Rocket League patch. I think Beast Mode had some issues as well, and he was just his Discord and everything is lagging. Might be on Daniel's end. But stick around with us. We will get everything sorted, and hopefully we can get Daniel back in the game. Gonna restart the router, it looks like. And well, we will give Daniel some time, Leonad, some moments to get things figured out. Don't go anywhere though. After the break, we will see game 4, 2-1 series lead for Kennesaw State. We will be right back as Leonad looking to solve the issues and get back on the field.
Alrighty, welcome back down to the field. Game 4, still with me is Fox. As LA Tech and Kennesaw State 2-1 up as the Owls after 15 minutes are back after a long break.
Wow, the break might have been exactly what LA Tech needed. Welcome back, everybody, as the game got started right on cue, and so did Lenad, as he got a great pass there from Quantity and is able to put it into the back of the net as a team. I believe, Nation, you have this information. They all restarted their PCs and internets. They made sure that nothing was going to go wrong here, and it's all systems go for the Dogs. They are off and running early here in game number 4.
That they are, and game 4 now. LA Tech a chance to tie this series back up at 2, but still a long way to go for the Bulldogs.
Nice redirect attempt there by C. Didn't quite work out. Speaking of redirects, how about a sidewall from Dr. Dom? Sets up Lenad. He's got a pair. And another great play. This time it's Dr. Dom feeding him. That double tap quite nearly worked. And then he's able to play it away from C, who was diving through the back of the net. That little flick there from Dr. Dom, exactly what he needed. And Lenad puts it home. As the playmaking for LA Tech needed the reset, they got the reset. And they are flying out of the gates here in game 4. And we also changed the server location for Rocket League as well. I believe we are on Central now. Quote me if I am wrong, Nation, but that is another thing that possibly it will help. LA Tech with the internet issues. The 999 ping was kind of crazy. See, trying to be a little crazy here, but it's not like it hinders Kennesaw State at all, as all 3 of their players are also sitting at 30 ping and below. So everybody on much more even ground now in terms of connection. And we will move on as the 2 connections between teammates for LA Tech has them up 2-0. It has been Lenad the goal scorer, Quantity and Dr. Dom each a 1 pass beneficiary. And Lenad now puts it forward. Dr. Dom needed to bump. Dylan did not. He makes the save. And that's going to be a miscue there. Chance for Kennesaw to counter. And it's going to be a demo and a bump there by Lenad. Great play. Dylan will be sent packing.
LA Tech, the defense, though, still has to hang on. 3:18 to go. And LA Tech defense, it's a big-time clear. It's not over. Dylan will make the save. Rebound is sent wide right there from Big Bull. Quantity takes it back across the back wall. 3:08 to play. Quantity alone in the backfield. Still 2-0 up as the Bulldogs. Game 4 can tie the series if the Bulldogs can hang on.
Chance here for C. The dunk doesn't quite go the way he would have wanted. Dr. Dom now throws this ball away. Big Bull able to get it back. Chance to shoot. That ball avoids both of the players on the wifty. Now C to the back wall. Quantity can't get it. Big Bolt can. Kennesaw State slices that lead right in half. And it is another great pass. I mean, the shots haven't exactly been easy, but the amount of mustard that C put on that pass was just enough, powerful enough, that is, to avoid the defensive attempts there by LA Tech. And Kennesaw State back on the board. We got ourselves a 2-1 ball game.
Now C off the right wall here, 2-1. There's the score. Dylan trying to tie it. It's broken up by Quantity from the save. Half the game gone behind us here, Fox, and LA Tech. Now that 2-goal lead diminished in half, and now LA Tech again trying to go back on top by 2. That redirect attempt earlier could have made it a 2-goal game again had that 3rd goal gone in.
Dom will be bumped off the ball by Big Bolt with the big bump. Now Dylan, chance to race forward. He will pick up that mid boost there. Now C gets caught almost in no man's land. Lenad's his touch does end up being saved away by C. Good play. But right now it is LA Tech back on the offensive, forcing the Owls into defensive structure, keeping the ball hemmed in. This is not where the Owls want to be because they are still down by a goal. Less than 2 minutes to play here. This ball has been thrown away. Dr. Dom all day to shoot. Goes for the double, and it's picture perfect. We've seen him double from that location before, and the defender thought maybe he was just shooting directly, but he wasn't. He draws Dylan off the line and finishes it in to the back of the goal.
1:45 to go. 3-1. The score back on top is by 2. Is Louisiana Tech from Ruston, Louisiana, as Kennesaw State trying to claw back here, down by 200 seconds.
They are feeling anything but rusty in Ruston right now, as the server reset exactly what was needed to reinvigorate this offensive attack. Dylan reaching in, makes a save. with no boost, but the pressure for the Bulldogs continues. C finally able to poke it only as far as midfield. Now Dylan looking for anything he can. He's getting bump attempt. Dr. Dom is taking the ball away. This one will be sent back. Big Bull takes to the heavens. Over one. Quantity last man goes for the bump. Never got it. Quantity stayed plenty far back to keep himself safe. And LA Tech right now, it is all systems go, looking to tie this series, send us to a best of 3. Although the last series we had was a sweep nation, the first 2 before that was Game 7. This type of series has a Game 7 finish written all over it, but we'll have to see if that is going to be our outcome.
Well, we've got Game 6 guaranteed if LA Tech will win here, so Game 7 might be in the cards. We'll at least be playing for a chance at Game 7 later if this 2-goal lead will stand for 30 more seconds for the Dogs.
Sure, all of the Dogs faithful in the Twitch chat would not like to watch Game 7, but they'd also love it at the same time. The type of pressure situation that can be for any sort of fans or players. It is intense, but right now, LA Tech has just absolutely smothered Kennesaw State here in game number 4. Not much for them. They had 1 goal to their name. LA Tech with 3 fresh off the server reset and the reset of all the internets. And it will be a tied series 2-2 as we head into game 5 and the Aquadome as these 2 teams battle it out yet again.
Dom gets the MVP. The true freshman goes 1 for 3 on 2 assists and 4 saves in a collective effort of a 3-1 win. It's now 2-2 entering game 5.
And again, the shots being saved by Kennesaw State, but this game they had a little bit of tougher time finding defense as they were oftentimes left in their own zone without the proper boost resources necessary. It really kind of gave, just like we saw Dylan with no boost trying to meet Dom in the air on that double tap. If Dylan has boost, he's able to reach up and potentially make a play on that shot, but instead gets drawn off the line. Dom puts it home. So the resources right now for Kennesaw State, I think, needs to be a priority here. Manage your boost. Make sure to play a little bit more passive if you need to make sure you have enough in the tank to be there if you're needed.
4:48 to go. It's Kennesaw State, LA Tech all even at 2 in game 5. You know, at this point in the series, Fox, I mean, we've seen 20 minutes now. I mean, who do you think is going to win after watching the first 4 games, and now we got a best of 3 down the stretch?
Oh, that's tough. I don't know. I mean, both teams have had their moments. I feel like it is whoever is feeling themselves more in that specific game. Last game, it was Dr. Dom and Lenad with the couple goal scoring department. This one will be played out. Here's Quantity. He didn't do too much last game. He had a couple saves, a quietly efficient game out of him. I'm sure he would love to be on the score sheet here and give LA Tech the lead, but instead it will be sent back to midfield. A demo on Quantity will limit the amount of dogs that they can send forward. Dylan now plays it over for C. He and Dylan combine for the clear. Now outnumbered opportunity, 2-on-1. Big Bull and C. Luckily, Dr. Dom exactly where he was needed to be because that ball was poked free in front of a yawning cage. But no goals as of yet. Played a little bit over a minute, and again, this close series continues to be just that here in game 5.
And Dylan's been, you know, a journeyman in CRL. I mean, he was at Georgia State back in season 3 in the summer of 2023 as he finds himself his first year in game 5, then entered the transfer portal and went to Kennesaw State last year. Now his second year at Kennesaw State. They're 2 wins away from the championships.
Big goal there. Nice shot out of Dylan. The pass found him, and he made sure to make no mistakes. Kennesaw State find themselves in the lead. It's been a while since they've been in the lead, but they do find it yet again. The end of game 3. Then, of course, the long pause, and then after that, a 5-minute game where they played from behind essentially the whole game. So it's been a while since Kennesaw has had the lead, and the Owls find it here with a 1-0 lead off Dylan's goal. Big Bull gets beat. See, no boost. This ball should be finished. Dr. Dom hits the crossbar, but the rebound's available, not enough. So that one will be taken away, and an outnumbered opportunity against a boostless last man. Nation, you feel like that is a opportunity that LA Tech lets go by the wayside?
I mean, not at all. You're not going to, let opportunities go to waste for these good teams. And again, it's going to be a dogfight, no pun intended, as Kennesaw State leads by 1. So now LA Tech has got to do all they can to find a way to battle back and get this game back to level.
Dylan gets it up to Big Bolt. He's going to go back while Dr. Dom has seen that one before. He'll take it away and clear the ball. A double demo as Quantity and C trade lives. Dylan out of the corner. Dr. Dom has no boost to really challenge him. He does get the ball away, though. Not very long, though, as C gets it right back. Shot over Lenad, and it's a perfect shot out of C. As this ball knocked forward off the ceiling. Quantity just the touch there. Not quite enough as it bounces right down and puts Lenad in a tough spot facing the shot. And that kind of accuracy out of C is enough to find a 2-0 lead here for the Owls.
2:20 left to go. Kennesaw State leading by 2. The lead is doubled. Redirect down to Lenad. The double is going to be no good. A rebound is turned away. It's Big Bull off the save, and LA Tech with nothing there. Kennesaw State on skate box, and we play on at 2-0.
Indeed they were. That was almost a disgusting play. The redirect pass into the double tap did not quite find it, though. This ball's going to bounce off of C. Time for the Owls to regain here. Big Bolt, some boost. Not a lot of time as Dr. Dom's up there to meet him. Lenad, now he'll go to the heavens. Nobody's up yet for Kennesaw. Dylan gets up late. That ball gets by a couple players on the wifty, and Dom will carry this one up. Not much in the tank. He's going to fake Big Bolt right out of his wheels, but thankfully for him, Dylan and C were ready to cover up and knock the ball all the way down to safety. This is where LA Tech does not want the ball right now. Now it's Tech having a hard time finding the back of the net as Kennesaw looking to try and put their foots on the throats of the Dogs here. Squander out the last remaining hopes they have. Could put them on series point unless LA Tech gets a couple goals here. And right now, they're having trouble just getting out of their zone, much less finding an equalizer.
1 minute to go here in Game 5 in a decision time game. It's a second swing game. So 3-2 lead remains in hand for the winner. C almost a chance for a third as LA Tech blocks need 2 in the final 45.
Dylan pokes that passing attempt away. Quantity decides to go for ball, not boost. That pinch, a big one. Big Bolt, first one to it. Speaking of things that are big, Big Bolt looking for a big-time moment here. Even so, I mean, you know, a shot did not come, but the seconds ticking off the clock is considered a win when you're up by 2. LA Tech trying to find something. Big Bolt there again. Just being a pest. Dr. Dom tries to flip it in. Dylan's just waiting on the backboard. The defense clinical for the Owls. They're going to send LA Tech all the way back to their zone. And I think, Nation, we are going to have a chance for Neo Tokyo to be the end of the Bulldogs run unless LA Tech can find a win, because here in Game 5, nothing went their way.
Not at all. Nothing went their way is an understatement. Now on to Game 6. Can LA Tech send us to Game 7?
Now is the time. Now is the time to really regain and to try and find something. Lenad, a quiet game for him. Only one shot for he and Quantity. No other statistics on the board. Dr. Dom had a couple saves and 3 shots as well. But in a series like this, you need shots on target. You need quantity. No pun intended. But unfortunately for LA Tech, they just didn't find it. They're going to have to try and find some more zone time here and try and put the pressure on the Owls and send us to Game 7.
4:50 to go. So that one just wide now. Back to Quantity into the backboard. It's going to be just wide. No rebounding time. And Kennesaw State come away with possession.
Oh, here's a chance on goal, and it's a big-time redirect from Big Bolt. He faked the demo. He chases Dom all the way to the corner. Dom gets the boost, but Big Bolt turned early, meaning he had just enough room to get in front of Dom and redirect that ball right behind him and into the net. Great play there from Big Bolt. He has been a goal-scoring monster for his club, and that is a lead that they are loving here in Game 6.
Again, Kennesaw going to start us out with an early goal, just 30 seconds and some change into regulation, and that's not a battle you want to have to be fighting back from if you're LA Tech here, Fox, and this opening minute has been just south of everything LA Tech have wanted.
Now C going to watch this ball go by him. Dr. Dom gets the boost steal in mid. However, the numbers not able to catch up to the ball. That ball was put too far forward, and Dylan will clear. That's a open goal if Lena does not have the touch. He does get it. But had he missed that ball, that's just an open goal, 2-0 for Kennesaw State. The Owls might not be done. They're looking again. Dr. Dom has to reach in, make the save. This one's poked, but only as far as C. He'll go to the heavens. Back wall, double tap. It ends up being a pass. Big Bolt is there. His shot stopped by Dom, but Dylan keeps the pressure on. LA Tech trying to keep their heads above water here on Neo Tokyo. Right now, it is Kennesaw State with the dominant performance thus far. This one put in front. Lenad, the response his team needed. Quantity sets him up.
1-1, 3:26. The Bulldogs able to respond. Fox, we've got a ball game.
Big time shot. Quantity says, fat finger, sorry, I've been there. This is a patch where I have accidentally sent quick chats not meaning to. Dylan's going to send that ball right back into the heart of the goal. And the tied game did not last very long as a kickoff play here. Big Bolt just gets the better of the kickoff. The cheat there from Quantity was a little too hard and too heavy. And Dylan, a little bit more patient on his approach, is able to capitalize on that mistake. Ball goes in the net, and the Owls right back in front where they left off.
Now back to the sidewall. Kennesaw State lead 1. The game almost tied again immediately. That shot just wide. It's Big Bolt in the save now. C in transition flip reset. It's going to be no good. Wide left. Quantity off the save. In the meantime, Kennesaw remain up 1.
Nice collection here by Dylan. Goes for the bump. Big Bolt had a chance to shoot, but another save out of Dr. Dom. Dr. Dom has been everywhere for his team. He is doing everything he can to send us to Game 7. Now it's Lenad putting this one forward. Dr. Dom tries to play back for Quantity, but he's being pestered right now. So Lenad said, let's go back, let's boost up, and let's try again. Here he comes. Met immediately by Dylan, but that 50 actually bounces in a favorable way for the Dogs because they can now head downfield. Big Bolt being pestered there and bumped by Quantity, but Dylan's got the ball now. This 50, great 50. Dr. Dom follows it. Dr. Dom, no touch needed. It looked like he was trying to dunk C, but C was unable to get a touch on the ball, and it falls in.
And that's just an unfortunate touch there off the top of the car of Dylan, and it goes straight back to your own goal. 2:26 to play. We're tied at 2. We saw Kennesaw quickly tie things up earlier after the 1-1 equalization. Now we're back to 2-all. Will we see something quick here?
Ooh, big time ceiling challenge there out of Quantity. Full confidence, full send on that one. Big Bolt will play this one back. C is waiting on boost. He gets bumped there by Big Bolt. He'll head back to the same boost pad. Finally does get rewarded for his patience, as he and Dylan now will work the defensive game. But Dr. Dom with a good steal. Quantity giving him a tap on the rear as he will exit the zone, and Lenad shot. Perfect placement. Sends it up and over Big Bolt into the net.
And LA Tech going to take a lead, 1:57 on the clock. Their first lead since Game 4, Fox. And we'll see how long this one can hold. There's still a lot of time left.
Absolutely. This one's going to be sent over to the corner by Quantity. He'll follow it. Not another touch, though. Dylan will take over here. He's got C waiting on him in the midfield. Dylan with a great play looking for C, and Lenad came back from the first man position. Make that save. Lenad will clear. I talked about Dr. Dom. Lenad has stepped up his game here in Game 6. He gets a demo there on Dylan. No touch for Big Bolt. It was a fake all along. C is there, and Quantity has to reach up and tap that one away. Now Dylan to the heavens. He's got a touch off the ceiling. Goes for a flip reset. Has got it. The touch, though, kind of betrayed him. It went off to the side. Quantity will knock the ball off of C, but into Big Bolt, and he gets dunked as well. Quantity playing a strong first man presence here, forcing Dylan to restart all the way back from his own zone. He's beaten 2 players. That's all he needed, as he will air dribble his way all the way through the heart of the defense, and the 50 ends up into the net. As right there, it went Big Bolt, Quantity, Dylan into the back of the net.
Dylan gonna equalize Game 6, 3-all. 67 seconds on the clock to go here in Game 6. Big Bolt makes it 4-3.
I'm not understanding how the hard sheet again betrays Louisiana Tech. LA Tech sends Dr. Dom forward thinking that kickoff is one to the right. Instead, it's lost to the left and it ends up right into their net. The cheating on the kickoff. It is very crucial. Even the first play right after the time restarts is crucial. And now LA Tech, they pay for that one, but here's Lenad, goes for the double. Might nearly had it, but the defense there manages to take that ball away from him. That kickoff goal is massive for the Owls as they are one step closer to sending themselves into the round of 64. Lenad, he's got quantity forward. He's also got C in his path, though, and now Big Bull sending it back. No boost to follow that. Will be knocked away. 30 seconds left here in the potentially Louisiana Tech series, or season rather. Series as well, but the season could come to an end. They need a goal, and they need it fast.
Well, I think LA Tech will for sure get an at-large as Kennesaw build the lead to 2. 23 seconds. I don't think that they have to worry much about their season being over, but in terms of winning a conference championship, I think that hope has really started to diminish now as they trail by 2 with 23 seconds to go.
The kickoff, man, every time they battled back, they lost a tied game twice on kickoff mistakes here in game 6. Not where you want it to happen. You'd rather have them earn it rather than a kickoff play ending up in the back of your net. Those 2 goals are the difference. Dr. Dom's not done, though, as he will reach up for this one, puts the ball down and home. 13 seconds left. It might not be over just yet.
13 seconds. Don't call it a comeback. 5 to 4. The Dogs have some time and might have some life, but 13 seconds is not a lot of time.
The kickoff strat, lead out again. Goes forward, doesn't get the ball. This is going to eat a lot of the remaining time off the clock. Dylan sends it all the way exactly where it doesn't need to be for the Dogs. This ball pops forward. Who's got it first? Looks like Quantity. He'll pop it up, keeping the ball and the season alive. The series alive, that is. That one's going to end up in the net. It would have ended up in the net, but it ends up on the floor first. And the Owls, on the benefactor of 2 kickoff goals, does get the better of a scrappy LA Tech Bulldog roster, and the Owls welcome to the round of 64 for sure. You have punched your ticket with the conference championship.
Kennesaw State are your 2025 fall semester CCS Season 7 Conference USA Tournament champions. They'll depart the Never Made the Tournament Club. They're tournament bound for the first time in program history.
Congratulations are in order. And I mean, just about every player in that series had, you know, that sort of trademark moment. It was a close series. Even the winning game, 5-4, could have gone either way. That is exactly what you want to see. You want to see some good competition. You want to see teams battling it out. It shows that that conference moving forward is up for grabs and anybody can take it. The round of 64, I mean, with even just this, a conference championship taste of playoff Rocket League, you got to be excited for the round of 64 and beyond for the CCS
Absolutely
championship.
You do. And 8 hours of conference championship action coming your way tomorrow. There's still lots of games to be crowned conference champions this week. We'll see you all then. And Monday night, don't forget the selection show for season 7. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, we'll see y'all tomorrow.